Hey, Dr. P here again. I told you I'd be back later. So, what should we talk about today? Since I have a little more time, I know how to make longer videos now. I don't have to stick to 1 minute. Let's see. What shall we say? I know. What got you interested or hooked on K dramas? I'll tell you what it was for me, but let me give you a little background first. You see, I lived in Korea from 1981 to 1991. Married my wife there. Long story. Of course, that was a long time ago. Well, when I was over there, we had something called AFKN, American Forces Korea Network. It was the only English thing you could watch. And then we had all the Korean channels, which weren't that many. There was no cable back then. I think it was like three. KBS 1, KBS 2, and MBC. I think that's all there was. And if I watched anything in Korean, I got no subtitles. And I admit I didn't study the language hard enough, so that didn't work either. So I would watch things and I'd try to pick up what was going on by the actions that people were doing. And I would get to notice some actors and actresses that I'd see over and over again. And that was pretty cool, but I really didn't, get a grasp on what was going on. And then I came back to the United States. Wife's here, don't worry, she's still here. And there is a channel 48 here in the Philadelphia area. And it used to be a private channel. And it used to, no, I'm sorry, it was channel 23. I guess that's still there, but I don't get it anymore, and that's the problem. But when I was able to get it, before they went from analog to digital with televisions in the United States, I could watch channel 23. It was a New Jersey channel. And there were times in the day that they would play Korean dramas with subtitles. And the first one I ever watched was Age of Warriors. That was really, really good. Really good. And I'd watched a couple more, and then when we switched over to digital and I couldn't do it the old way, I lost the channel. Never saw Korean stuff again, and it kind of bothered me because I really liked it. Then, here you go. Here's what got me get back. 2020, the year of 2020. I believe it would have been May or June of 2020. My wife and I went, now this is COVID season, but we visited our daughter and son-in-law, grandchildren in Virginia. And now, when we go down there, they have more than we do. I have a few things, but they have, cable. They have all of the streaming apparatuses and platforms hooked up. And upstairs in the bedroom, the guest bedroom, they have Apple TV. And at night, after we retire, or my wife would retire before me, she would go in there and turn on a drama on Apple TV. I walked into the room that night, first night, and she's watching a drama. And it's a pretty woman, pretty young lady, and she's talking to a bunch of guys. She's standing up in front of them, and they're all seated. And it looks like she's giving them presents, and she is. But they're all wearing North Korean uniforms. And I'm going, aren't they North Koreans? And my wife laughs and goes, yeah. But she doesn't say anything, so I watch. Pretty good. I went back to last night and watched the last episode of that show. But it hooked me. In fact, it hooked me so much that when we came back up here to New Jersey, I went and got Netflix. And I still have it, of course. I also now have Viki. And there are some other things I can watch as well. But that one show hooked me. Can you guess what it was? Now think about it. Pretty young lady, standing up in front of people, kind of giving them presents. And they're all wearing North Korean uniforms as they sit around at the table. Who were they? They were the crew from Captain Ri, right? And, well, what was the drama? Can you guess? Yeah, Crash Landing on You. First time I ever saw it. I came back here, like I said, got Netflix, and watched the drama. From beginning to end. Hooked. That was it. I was off to the races. Song Ye-jin became my favorite actress. Hyun-bin became my favorite actor. Since then, I've seen, tons more. My next favorite, I don't know if it's my favorite, but the next thing I really watched close was Something in the Rain, again Son Ye Jin, right? Jung Hae In. And I just kept going. On and on and on. And there's so many. If you ask me what my favorite drama of all time is, I might have a hard time. But I think I'll say, what's the name of it? Hi Bye Mama. I think I'll say Hi Bye Mama. Why? Because what it did to me. That drama affected me. Now, all the dramas affect me in one way or another, but that drama affected me like no other. I think it was every single episode, all 16. It was 16, right? I think it was all 16 episodes. Every single episode left me a sniveling mess. I mean, I went through paper towels and Kleenexes like there's no tomorrow. What a good show. But there are many like that. What's the one in... oh, wow. It was 20 episodes. Kim Tae-ri was in it. Wow. Title. So this is what happens when you get a little old. Title, Mr. Sunshine. That one. That one really got me too. Very good. And there are many. There are many good ones. What am I watching now? I'm watching Love to Hate You. And I'm waiting for the glory to come back. So anyway, not a lot that I wanted to talk about today. And I didn't want to be negative because I realize that lots of times I talk about things that are on my mind and sometimes they're not positive in nature. I get that. I'm going to try to temper that with some uplifting stuff, and I was hoping this one today would be like that. So I hope you enjoyed this. I'm just an old man who rattles on and on and on. Hope I'm not too boring. I'm trying to figure out ways not to be boring, but you know, I'm just an old guy who likes to talk, and I hope you like to listen. And one of my favorite things is Korean dramas. So till next time, God bless. See you later. Have a great day, and until I come back on, probably tomorrow. See you then. Bye-bye.